The Chicago Bears fall to a record of 4-3 after a debacle in the desert against the Arizona Cardinals. Come on back and share the pain with the Sports Chicago crew as we break down this humiliating loss.
Sports, 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 Chicago style for me and you.
Hey, Triple R here. Welcome to the post game for the Bears Cardinals on Sports Chicago style. Please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the page. All of our social media platforms, as well as a website, all can be found under Sports Chicago Style, as well as on Ko-fi and Patreon, should you care to support that way. Today's game, the Bears lose 29-9 to the Cardinals. This was a shit show all the way around. Both sides of the ball, special teams included, and coaching. First of all, offensively, Bears had the ball first. Caleb Williams could not hit a pass to save his life. And then when he did get the ball in the area of the receiver, Odunze had a drop. Allen had a drop. There were like 3 pass interference calls that weren't called. Not crying about officiating, but yeah, that was kind of bad too. And then the penalties, pre-snap penalties, taking the team out of scoring position, out of first down position, getting behind the chains. The offensive line with it started with, Borum starting at left tackle, and then it went downhill from there because of more injuries. On the defensive side of the ball, no fire, no passion. Montez Sweat was out, so that gave the season debut of Dominique Robinson, and he was active out there, but there was just no fire. Hicks played nicely, and Kevin Byard, there were guys that showed up, but there was just too much of having to carry the team on the defensive side of the ball while they were getting gashed in the run. What is it, James Conner, who doesn't like to go down after first contact. He's leading the league in breaking tackles, and we see why today. It was known that this Chicago Bears team could give up run yards, and they did. But without the offense able to carry their own weight whatsoever, defense just got ran down, and they didn't seem all that interested or inspired to go make a play. Tyreek Stevenson, he was held out due to disciplinary, there's the word, disciplinary reasons, but he did come in the first half to what's the kid that Terrell Smith came in, and he was balling until he hurt his ankle and went out. And then special teams wise, there was a punt return that just set up the Arizona offense in a lovely position to score 7. And then that was basically it there. There was no response. There was no push. There was no sense of urgency at all for this Bears team. They looked very disinterested. Cole Kmet did not have one ball thrown his way. So offensively, I have no idea what Shane Waldron's doing. Defensively, giving up yards, getting gashed in the run, I have no idea what Eberflus is doing because that's his baby back there. And team wise, it looks as though this team has quit on Matt Eberflus, or in popular terms, he has lost the locker room. Could be wrong, but that's just from this man's vision of what went on out there on that field today. After they got the roof closed and before, it didn't matter because it was hailing in the desert, and all hell broke loose with this Chicago Bears team. Mm. But let's go around the room because it's not all about my misery and disappointment. Let's share in the misery and disappointment, shall we? Coach Tripping, what's up? Thank you, Triple R. Right. There was a total shit show out there today. Matt Eberflus has lost this team. They were undisciplined, unprepared to play. Offensively, Shane Waldron has now scripted these 15 plays. Team does not know what the plays are. Do they practice them? I don't fucking know, but it does not look like it. He has not made the game easier for his rookie quarterback. He has made it more difficult by not getting quick hitters, slants, screens, anything that will beat a weak offensive line, right? And then injuries and more injuries. But that does not excuse the penalties and the lack of desire and ready to play when the kickoff starts. On defense, gashed in the run again, giving up too many yards, which are now leading to points. This is unacceptable for the head coach, who's supposed to be the defensive guru. It seems as though he has his fingers in too many pies and cannot focus. The head coach aspect, right, when he had to make those important decisions and those calls, he's out there looking like a goof ass, lost, right? And that is unacceptable. I have liked some of the things that Ryan Poles has done to stock this team in this rebuild, but sticking with this coaching staff, or specifically Flus, after making the change at quarterback from Justin Fields to Caleb Williams, was a mistake, as well as the hubris of not having top-tier offensive talent on the line to protect the rookie quarterback. This is a shit show. We're ruining another quarterback and another year off of our lives of this goddamn fandom. Chef Trips.
Thank you, Coach. Today was very disappointing, as it looks like the offense of Shane Waldron's has regressed and taken a step backwards. And this defense that was highly vaunted, that has been carrying the team, looked like they have their heart in it, and just going through the emotions. And the penalties, the lack of awareness, and the drop balls and the missed tackles led to this defeat. Now, it is not all doom and gloom, as this Chicago Bears team will face the Patriots next week. And the Patriots are not world beaters, but this Arizona Cardinals defense today that the Chicago Bears played were on the lower tier of defenses in the league. So, with unable to get the offense rolling against this subpar Arizona Cardinals defense, we can only hope that the Shane Waldrons can figure out an offense to score against the New England Patriots. Small things that we can only hope to have going forward. And that this week, that the injuries will not be as bad as projected. The little things. Trip, take it away, please.
Like, bro. Like Gizmo, he couldn't hit the broadside of a goddamn barn. I don't. Bro. It's like bro and his bro receivers are never on the same page, and and it's just like sit watching him like bro. But like when he's in the pocket and there's actually time to throw, but there's nobody open, and it's like, well, what kind of routes are we running, bro? Why can't we get somebody receiver wise open? I mean, that's what they do, right? And it's like everybody was like the coaching and like the floofs and then the bro. I don't understand, bro. I mean, these are professionals, but they look like they have no clue, bro. And it's like, are their hearts just not in it? And that's going back to the coaching. And bro, it's like this franchise doesn't fire coaches in like the middle of the season, bro. So you got to ride the whole season out. And if it's like Coach was saying, like if it's a total shit show, we got to ride this Hershey Highway, for the rest of the season. It's like, well, bro, I mean, just let the actual defensive coordinator, Eric Washington, like let bro call those plays and let Waldron just call his fucking offense, whatever that may be, with like no interference from Flus, and then have like just an interim coach or some shit, bro. Cause bro, it's just a fucking waste, bro, and that fucking sucks. Triple R.
Oh wow, yeah, it's always a longer week when your team loses and a shorter half of your week when your team wins. But as the season progresses for this Bears team and the schedule gets harder and harder as we get into our divisional games, next week, turning point of the season, as the New England Patriots come to town for a noon Sunday kickoff. So this week, the news, the goings on out of Hallis Hall, the injury breakdown. I mean, who did we see go down today? We saw down there right go down with a knee issue. Amagaji and Braxton Jones were already out. We saw Billings go down with a shoulder or chest or pec issue. Well, we saw Montez Sweat not play. Jalen Jones went out, injury unknown. We saw Terrell Smith go down, I believe, with an ankle. It's just injuries mounting and answers becoming more limited. Now, the trading deadline is this week, Tuesday, I believe, November 5th. So let's see what Ryan Poles does. Does he make a move in, out? Is Nate Davis going to be shipped out? Khalil Herbert, will he find a team? Is he going to Dallas, maybe? Who knows? But we will know in a few days. So no one knows now, but in a few days we all will. As far as the channel goes, Sports Chicago Style, that's also the website. Each content, each creation, whether it be chef trips with his healthier alternative video recipes that are released every Tuesday, or Trip with his wild self doing his exercise vlog that we have coming out on Mondays, and then Coach Tripping and Trip still in development for their mobility self defense thing. They're putting a lot of work into this. I'm interested myself to see how this turns out. And then the pregame and post games for the Bears, and then we're getting those Bulls and Blackhawks talk in there as we figure out how to do it, because we're not trying to meet after every game, so we might do it weekly, or we'll let you know. So make sure you are subscribed and have those notifications hit, so when content from Sports Chicago style drops, you're first to know. And that's also all of our social medias on the Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. All right? So we will see you on the next video. Keep your head up, y'all. Have a good week. Bear down. Oh,
Bear down, everybody.
and the Kofi
Bear
and
down.
Patreon, should you care to support that way. Now,